of like I want them to be easy. Delicious. It's currently Sunday, 3rd of May. I'm just retwisting my hair. Actually washed my hair on 1st of May. Which is obviously good because normally I retwist my hair towards the end of the month or like very, very early in the month. So we're basically on schedule, I guess. But I was supposed to have actually retwisted my hair a while ago. At least we're doing it, you know, that's literally what matters. It's a thing where like I've just been very like procrastinating things to do, like taking like care of myself or like doing things that can actually benefit me. And I've realized as well that like I need to actually focus on doing shadow work and journaling, learning about myself, learning why I like certain things, why I don't like certain things, and what I actually want to do with my life. Yes, I do know that I want to do certain things around my routine, and I do want to be a certain kind of person, you know, all these kinds of things. And I know that with relationships as well that I have in my life, I do want them to kind of be like a certain way, in the sense of like I want them to be easy. I don't want them to be like hard or like a thing where I build resentment over people because I just see so many red flags, or because I just don't feel like someone's supporting me very well, or like they actually don't care about me. But I think I just want to take care of myself and really like love myself and really be independent as well. And I feel like that's what I'm gonna be aiming for. Content as well has been something that's just been on my mind a lot. I've not been posting the way I've been wanting to. You know, I want to post so much more often. I want to post things that come very easily to me, things that you guys would enjoy, you know, and that I would enjoy watching as well. Because if you don't enjoy watching your own content, why the hell are you posting it in the first place? There are some like pieces of content I really like doing and I really like filming, so I would really love to just get into them. And like especially filming outside as well. Like yes, I do sometimes feel insecure or like I don't like being perceived when I'm outside, whatever it is. But I really do like filming the kinds of videos where I'm just outside and I'm having fun or I'm doing certain things and I'm planning for things or buying certain things to take care of myself or buying certain things at the hair shop or buying certain things when I'm out or like trying something new or like going to a new place or something, you know. So I definitely want to do more of that. And I would love to film like the last few months as well of school, you know, maybe like a little bit in school, like while I'm on my own or something. And then also filming like, you know, the struggles, if there are any struggles, also maybe me studying a little bit as well, you know. Not that I necessarily need to study anymore because I don't actually, like I've already done the bits I need to do. I did the written things, whatever, like the written exams, you know. But also you just need to have knowledge around these things for when I'm doing my practical exams. I've only got one exam left guys, one exam left, and then after that it's literally all done. My plans for the future, I definitely want to go obviously into, where's my camera? Oh, sorry. So then obviously after that I want to be going into my facilitation stuff. And because I've set like an action plan that I am held accountable through external sources, I also want to make sure that I'm doing the things that I need to be doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to brainstorm stuff, we're going to research, we're going to learn things, you know. But we're going to take step by step because again, like I said in the last video, like beating yourself up for, I keep forgetting this in my head. But yeah, like beating yourself up for things you cannot control or beating yourself up for things that you haven't done is never going to help anyone. It's definitely not going to help yourself. And I would love to just evolve and just get past this kind of block I've been facing. Like I just keep hitting this wall of like, oh, I need to post content, da 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 da. But really and truly, I know that I can just chop up clips from my previous videos. I know that I can make easy content. I know that, you know, I can just go outside and film stuff if I really wanted to. Just trying to figure out what to do now. But yeah, so I'm just gonna try and see what happens. I'm gonna keep on journaling, doing that reflective practice. I'm also gonna get back into reading. The thing is, right now as well, like sometimes I put myself in waiting mode, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a thing that's typically known within ADHD or ADHD diagnosis, and also you can just search it up. But it's basically this thing where you make yourself wait before you do something because you're waiting for something else to happen before that, if that makes sense. So for example, let's say like you try and do your driver's test, you're gonna wait to do your theory before you even try booking driver's tests. Obviously I don't know how it freaking works because I haven't really researched into that, but I hope you get what I'm saying. Like for example, like let's say like you wanna update your wardrobe, but you're gonna wait to update your wardrobe before you go out to social events or before you go out to youth groups, whatever fits your fancy. But like, if that makes sense, like you hold yourself back from doing something because you want something else to happen first. And it's kind of like a perfectionist thing as well, I think. Like I would say like it's a thing where you want something else to happen first because you want that to be done and prepared before you continue with something else. So I keep forgetting this in my hair. Yes. I can't see the thing because it's on my back camera, so I just have to use my mirror, so unfortunately you can't exactly see what I'm doing, but I'm just combing the roots of my hair, and also on the other side so it can be as neat as possible. Obviously this isn't the neatest that you can do locks just because it's just not the neatest you can do on locks, and also like I'm fine with it not being the neatest. All I care about is the fact that I don't necessarily have to do my hair all the time. Like if I was doing my hair on someone else, if I was doing someone's hair, I would use like clips if they wanted it because that can actually make it look neater. And also when it dries, it just looks so much neater. But on my own hair, I don't really mind. because hair is just hair anyways. I just always have to remind myself of that. And also there's a bigger goal in mind for this, so yeah. I just care about my hair just being done. I don't care about, because I don't feel like it's necessary for everything to be perfect, especially when your hair just being done is perfect in its own way. I'd rather just take care of myself, even if it's like I'm not taking care of myself 100%. Just doing what you can to take care of yourself now rather than waiting for things to happen. I'm really glad that my hair's getting longer and longer. Obviously, in like 5 years' time, it's gonna be very, very long. Not like very, very long, but like long enough. Like probably like at least way past my shoulders, I would say. But we'll see. I just can't wait to see what I look like, and I can't wait to see how much I evolve as well in that time. But but life again isn't to be taken for granted. You never know what can happen in those 5 years. Not to say that obviously I wish I'd be gone, but yeah. So some videos as well, I'm just gonna tell you now. Some videos may be well edited, some videos may be a bit more laid back, but it's not because I don't care about the content I'm putting out. It's just to say in advance, by the way, but some content I may edit it really well, some I may not edit that much. It's just because I know that if I just put these two need to go together. Yeah, so it's just that I know that if I just like try and make everything perfect, the content's not going to be put out, or it's not going to be put out regularly, consistently, like the way I want it to. So we're definitely going to just try and edit things to a good degree and just call it a day sometimes, but it's just more so about like you guys just seeing my journey, you guys being with me, and I don't mind as well if things seem like a FaceTime video or whatever it is, because like I'm okay with it, things seeming like a FaceTime video, and I know sometimes maybe people as well are fine with that kind of vibe, because I feel like me personally, I want it to seem like someone's there with me. I want it to seem like, yeah, you're getting on with your life, we're trying to make moves in our lives together. That's what I like it to seem like. So if you guys are okay with that, obviously feel free to subscribe to me, which I would obviously very much appreciate. And obviously just like my videos and stuff as well, which I also appreciate that if that's okay with you, please. But yeah, obviously I know like, okay, you like these kinds of content, I'll do more of those, obviously as long as it just aligns with me, but yeah, or aligns with like that period of my life, whatever it is, that chapter of my life. But I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And I think one thing that I'd love to work on as well is just trying to talk a bit slower. So at least I'm not saying filler words like or like, not to say that it's bad to be using those kinds of filler words, but I prefer to speak slower in this kind of manner. So at least I can take my time thinking about what I'm gonna say, but also there's no rush to actually get it all out, because sometimes I just feel pressure. I feel like when I talk very fast, or I try to act a certain way, I try to be performative, not performative, but like I try to please people by not taking up too much space. I feel like that's something I do very, very often. But I know that because this is my own content, because this is what I want to do, and I can take initiative as to how I want to deliver certain messages, I can actually slow down and like say what I want to say, Let me actually move you guys, because at least then you can see me more. Hold on. Okay, period. So yeah, as I was kind of saying, like I have more time to just be myself. I'm allowed to take up space because this is my freaking channel, And I really love YouTube. I actually really, really do love YouTube, and I do wanna. Even me, I'm on YouTube right now. Like it's just showing the feed, the home feed. When you have like the thumbnails and everything there. I love to create thumbnails. I love to edit videos and all these kinds of things, right? Not to say like, throughout my journey, throughout my career with this, like I'm always gonna be editing, or like like constantly like all my videos and stuff, because I may end up getting an editor if I do get that far, which I do want to. I think the main thing is just about just trying to evolve and not beating myself up for things, just trying and just learning and learning and learning, because there's never not something to learn about content, and I think that's a beauty of it. Not every single day is going to be the same, not every single video is going to be the same, not every single experience that you have is going to be the same, and I think that's very beautiful. I feel like the main thing that would actually genuinely make me feel like my work is genuinely reaching people, it's genuinely touching people's hearts, it's genuinely resonating, it's actually being able to see you guys and you guys be like, oh my god, like I'm so glad to meet you. Your content's actually amazing. Like, your content helped me through rough times, whatever it is. And I feel like because I'm also going through the rough time with you guys, no matter what the rough time looks like for you, like, we're able to get through it together. We're able to actually, like, manifest an amazing life for ourselves. We're able to step into our higher selves. We're able to go step by step, this and that, whatever, you know. It's not to say, like, oh, we're going to be like this forever. I hope that I'm not going to be like this forever in terms of, like, where I'm at now. Obviously, yes, my depression is chronic. I'm probably going to have it for the rest of my life. But that's not to say, like, oh, I'm going to be neglecting myself all the time. Well, like, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be, you know, feeling sorry for myself, you know, all the time. Because I don't even feel sorry for myself all the time now. But you know, there's going to be so many different revelations, discoveries, sorry. There's going to be so many epiphanies or, like, you know, revelations. There's so many different things that we are going to be going through together, and we're just going to see it. So it's going to be absolutely amazing and so wholesome. And I really, really love wholesome moments and, like, wholesome things with people as well. So if we can do that, that's freaking fantastic. But you guys are just going to have to put up with me, my personality, everything. That's going to be the only thing you guys have to deal with. But if you guys love me, or if you guys love my energy, then hey, that's enough for me. Anyways, guys, just let me know, like, down below if any of this is even resonating with you. If you guys like, if any of you guys are content creator, or if you do content in some kind of way, or if you wanted to start content, let me know down below. Let me know as well, like, if you are currently struggling, if you're okay with it. Obviously, don't tell me if you don't want to, but, and also don't share it down below, obviously, if you don't want other people talking about it, or, like, you know, like, giving their own input, because it might happen. Obviously, just ignore it if you want, but it's just to say, just because, you know, I'm not going to be the only one that sees it, most likely, whether that's now or later. But, like, let me know as well, like, if you are struggling with anything at the moment, like, if it is something to do with your mental health, or if it's something to do with insecurity as well, because, you know, everyone has insecurities in some way, shape, or form. Let me know if, you know, you're getting through it. Let me know if there's something you're doing about it. Because obviously sometimes, you know, well, not even sometimes, but a lot of the time when you are doing something about it, it actually freaking helps. So, just trying to separate my hair. Not much else to say, I don't think, but, and when I say that, I'll just go on for more. I'll go on for ages, again, after I literally said that, but, yeah, I can't wait for school to be over. That'll be another chapter of my life ended. I don't think I'm going to be going to uni after this, if I'm being completely honest, because I feel like that's just going to be a whole nother thing. I don't really want to be doing assignments, if I'm being completely honest. But obviously, if it's just the fact that I don't want to be doing assignments, that's kind of like, you need to have more of a reason than that, you know. I think it's just because, one, I know that my mental health isn't going to be that great. Like, I'm probably going to still show signs of OCD, and there's going to be more and more people in my life who, you know, talk about my OCD, or, like, try and make jokes about my OCD, or try and, you know, make it seem as if mental health doesn't exist, or they'll try and make it seem as if, like, oh, why is mental health the only thing that comes to mind, you know, for things, blah, blah, blah. When actually, I know that those people are going to misunderstand me, because I've had people in the past, not many, but I've had people say, like, why do you make everything about your mental health, and all those kinds of things, which is definitely not true. But I know that I do talk about mental health, and I do talk to those people about mental health. And not just my mental health, I talk to those people about their own mental health, and, like, what can they do to help themselves. Because I do care about people's mental health, but I also care about people's holistic health. Like, who are you surrounding yourself with? What the energies you're having, you know? How are you normally feeling? What are the things you're thinking? You know, why do you feel a certain type of way? What actions do you try and take to combat it? Whatever it is, like, is there any past trauma that has made you feel a certain type of way about this activity or whatever? And I listen, and I try to understand, and I do see people as well, in whatever way, shape or form that may be. But I know there's going to be people in life, even in general, not even just to do with university when I go, because I don't really care that much, but it's just something to think about. Do you want to surround yourself with these people at this point in your life? Do you want to do more work on yourself before you do this? You know, even me, when I'm going to university, I was even thinking, like, when I applied, because only you can choose one course, I actually think it's sociology, because I really love thinking about society, how that works, even thinking about politics as well and how that intertwines with sociology and things like that, right? And I also really like psychology as well, but apparently it's a lot of maths and I don't like doing maths. But that's not to say like, oh, just because I don't like doing maths, I will never go into psychology like that, or like university psychology. But I think it's also just the money aspect of it. Like, I don't want to be paying back a loan, you know? Or I'd rather succeed in what I want to do, like business wise and, you know, content creation wise, all these kind of things to do for myself, before I think, okay, yeah, I feel financially stable enough to, you know, approach uni and get out of that situation fully, you know? But I know that financial sorry, this one's just sticking up. Guys, just ignore that. You guys are my friends. So, like, you can judge me, but judge me nicely. That one snapped off because it was thinning. I was trying to merge two together, I think. And then, I was trying to merge two together, and then I think, like, it just thinned out, and I didn't catch it well beforehand. So, like, I think I just took it off, or it came off by itself. I think it came off by itself. But that's basically what happened, guys. So, don't judge me, okay? Like, you know, it happens, you know? It happens to the best of us. So, but as I said, it's okay, because, like, I know that obviously some of them were just too thin when I first did it, and I didn't do it with, like, perfect parts. So that obviously increased me getting thin, like, thin hair here and there, whatever. But it's only happened twice to me. And the other one's at the back, and it's longer than this one, so it doesn't look that out of place, but, you know, it's fine. Like, in 5 years' time, it'll be fine. So, yeah, yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Like, I can't say, like, you can always say you have this plan in mind, but who's to say things will ever really work out? It's just about continuing life and just letting things go as they go. I have school tomorrow. I'm gonna be going. Will I enjoy it? Not really, but I'm gonna be proud of myself for going. I've only got one more exam, so thankfully I don't have to worry too much about exams. Oh, by the way, I did actually, let me tell you as well this, I actually did get a DJI mic set. Ooh. And also actually went to the St. Modern for like a work event thing, and I ended up getting some flip chart paper. One of the nice people that I worked with on that night, that evening, they actually gave me flip chart paper. Basically it was just funny, like, I don't really like asking for things, but when it comes to like my work and everything like that, I do try to ask for things, or I say it in a joking way or whatever. And basically, I think there was something that they wanted to give to me, and I was like, oh, I'm okay, for like a valid reason. I forgot what it was, but then I said to them, oh, but you can give me some flip chart paper if you want, because they had so much flip chart paper, and I literally told them about that like earlier in the evening, and like literally the feminine presenting person was fully just like got it for me. Like, they literally just got me the flip chart paper. They took some flip chart paper and they're like, oh, hold on, let's just roll it up real quick. So like, it's fine. If you know how big flip chart paper is, you know that carrying it like in just sheets is just low-key stupid. So like no offense to anyone who does that, but like, if you're carrying it like a long ways away, like the way I was carrying it, it's better to just roll it up, kind of like a piece of art. And obviously we're at the St. Modern, so it just makes sense to just tube it up. So I carried, and then basically they got like some colourful sticky tape and rolled it up for me. Yeah, so that's basically what happened. And I was really grateful. I was like, thank you so much. We had an amazing night. Essentially why I was there is I work for a charity. I work for 2 charities at the moment, actually. But basically I work for a charity, and essentially we launched a zine around school exclusions, and I read out one of my poems from it, and we're just asking some questions about that poem, like some to do with that poem that my manager wrote up for me. And we were just asking like, oh, have you ever felt excluded? Like, have you ever felt like misunderstood, you know, and villainized, you know, because obviously the poem was about school exclusions and how like the education system can actually isolate you, and people can make you feel basically like crap, you know. So we just kind of spoke about those kinds of things, but the main aim of it was for people to actually write down their answers and actually, you know, just expand on it if they wanted to, all those kinds of things, how they felt about it, wherever it is. And then obviously, hopefully, I can make it into another piece of art. Obviously, how we did it is already art in itself, but actually having something you can actually take away and present to other people, whatever it is actually so much more beautiful as well. Actually show it was just a kind of connection that we were able to have on that day. It was very, very short, the event, because obviously we didn't even have the networking bit that we're supposed to have, but it is what it is, it's okay. But literally those kind of moments where you're able to just be around like-minded people and actually talk about things is just so beautiful. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say or anything, but oh yeah, but like yeah, I got the DJI mic set, I got flip chart paper. That's absolutely beautiful, and I actually did order a lightning adapter from the DJI Hasselblad mic store. No, sorry, not mic store, from DJI Hasselblad store online. And DPD was supposed to actually deliver it to me, but they didn't end up delivering it to me because they said, "Oh, sorry, we missed you." And I don't know if they meant like, "Sorry, we missed you," as in like you didn't pick up the phone and like let them in, because they didn't even ring me in the first place. But oh, excuse me, they could also mean that they just did, like, I think what happened was the driver just didn't have time to drop off my package, or they just didn't care enough to make the time to drop off my package, which is really annoying. Don't get me wrong, but it is what it is, so we can't really like do much about that. So I just had to actually just book it again, like change the delivery date to Thursday, which is the day that I'm off and I'll be at home, because I couldn't do it till like a Wednesday because I got school on Wednesday. Because you know things happen, and obviously I'm not like in a rush to get my mic thingy, whatever. I'm just grateful to just have the opportunity to have the money to buy a DJI mic set and adapter, you know, for what I want to be doing it for. I just can't wait to make more content for you guys on that as well. But yeah, yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay and getting through life, you know. And literally I want to say as well that, you know, if you are going through something, whatever that may be, whatever adversity you are facing with, difficulty, you know, situation, you'll get through it. And I want you to know that a lot of the things that seem urgent, they're not. The only reason why I say that is because I feel like it's just a good reminder, because sometimes people hound you, or like sometimes you'll feel like, you know, you'll get things done ASAP, but really and truly they can't wait. And that's something that I've had to learn as well. But yeah, I think life is definitely hard, but we are genuinely getting through it, and I'm so proud of you as well for getting through it, because there's a lot of things that I also have gone through, and I'm like, wow, I actually did that. Or like, I'm like, wow, I actually got through that, you know? Sometimes things just seem dystopian as well. The fact that you can go through such terrible things. Not to say I've gone through such terrible things, I have, but not that many things, and I'm very grateful for that. But I'm just saying in general, I know that sometimes you may go through terrible things and you'll be like, wow, I actually got through that. Like, it seems very surreal, but I'm really proud of you for getting through whatever you did as well. But yeah, anyways, I'm talking too much. So I might end the video off here, I'm really not sure. I might end up cleaning my table and then we end it off here, just because obviously it's about things I've been procrastinating on, and cleaning my table has been one thing that I've been procrastinating on. So it just makes sense if we do the table together and we just finish off the hair. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna like end off the video here, like me talking, and then you guys are gonna see some B-roll, whatever, like behind the scenes of what I'm doing, and then we're gonna end off the video. But I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys so much for watching the video. And if you've watched all the way to the end, I appreciate you even more. Please like the video, please subscribe, please do all the things, comment down below like any of your thoughts as well, things that I told you to comment on if you guys want to do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. Please take care of yourselves as much as you possibly can, and I'll see you guys.